On behalf of the Nyumburu Cultural Center, we just want to welcome you all to the annual Nyumburu Cultural Center Student Award Ceremony. My name is Jesselyn.
And my name is Anissa, and we're your hosts for tonight. So, thank you guys all for joining us this evening for the ceremony. And the way that the awards were selected is that your fellow peers and classmates selected you, nominated you, and wrote on your behalf as to why they thought you were deserving of this award. So you go.
Okay, so on to our first segment, we're going to do a singing of Lift Every Voice, led by Miss Melissa Carey.
Hello. If everyone could please stand up, and we're going to sing together. So get your singing voice ready. 1, 2, 3. Lift every voice and sing till earth and heaven ring. Ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. Sing a song. Sing a song full of the faith that the dark past has taught us. Sing a song. Sing a song full of the hope that the present has brought us. Facing the rising sun of our new day begun. Let us march on till victory is won. Thank you all for singing together as a community.
One more round of applause for Miss Melissa. Woo!
So, as you all can see, we are here today, and Ms. Carswell traditionally leads this program and has worked really hard in putting this program together. And we're running a little behind today, so you gotta excuse us. We're getting things organized, but we are so grateful that you're here, and we're so grateful to celebrate all of you today. Dr. Psyche is going to be helping to facilitate the program as well. But I'm gonna go ahead and get started. And we're just gonna start with the presentation of the Nyumburu Cultural Center Awards that are for individuals. So, Mr. Nottingham, I might need your help over in the corner. Listen out for your name. So we're going to start with the Nyumburu Student Ambassadors, and when you hear your name, come on up and grab your award. All right, clap it up for the Nyumburu Student Ambassadors. Jesselyn Ajay.
Jade Blackmore. Renee Botinga.
Anissa Casielos Saleh.
Laura Charleston.
Kiana Davis.
Miriam Darby.
Jaden Irvin.
Seven Forson.
Danielle Harris.
Santania Maitrell.
Bassarat Gadegbasan.
Brandon Reed.
Bryant Reed.
Brianna Robinson.
Deja Sacarello.
Mohammed Salah.
Trinity Smith.
And Shepherd Southall.
All right.
Let's give another round of applause for our recipients.
Awesome, and welcome this evening to the 46th Annual Student Awards Ceremony and Reception. We're always delighted to have you all join us. I'm excited to be speaking after the presentation to our ambassadors because they are really the heart and soul, along with the rest of you, of Nyumburu, right? They're the ones that we rely upon relentlessly to set down tables, to run and get food, to help us with this, that, and the other. So we're really thankful to our student workers, right? Because they are very, very important. I also want to introduce the overall staff of Nyumburu. I'm Dr. Psyche Williams-Forson, the interim director. I guess I jumped in before you all could introduce me. But also in her absence, Miss Ann Reese Carswell, who you all know, who's our associate director. Mr. Solomon Kamashong, who's assistant director of student involvement and public relations. Mr. Andre Nottingham, who's assistant director of program development and advancement. And Ms. Melissa Carey, who's our program coordinator of cultural programming and engagement. Please give them all a round of applause. Ms. Carswell's not with us this evening, so continue to keep her in your thoughts and prayers. She's fine, but she's undergoing some procedures, as many of us do. But I do want to take a moment and say a quick word about what we're doing this evening. We are celebrating the hard work of you all, right? Individually and as part of organizations. And why am I emphasizing that? Because, as you all know, Nyumburu is in the middle of rallying and working hard to get some changes undergone here on the campus. Let me just say a word about why it's important that you all be involved in these organizations individually and collectively. They're not just resume builders, okay? How many people in here in the D9? Okay, great. You all particularly have a commitment because your founders founded your organizations not so that you could stroll or dip and dodge. I'm a Delta, so I'm right up here to say that 40 years in, okay? That's not why we were founded. We were founded on racial uplift. We were founded on political activism.
Right.
We were founded on the health and wellness of our people and our communities. We were founded on economic development. You have an obligation to your ancestors to be involved. Now is not the time for y'all to sit out and be like, I'm going to the party, but I'm not going to be involved with speaking out. Not everybody's a leader, and that's okay. Get in where you fit in. But if you joined a D9, apparently you fit in somewhere. So I want you to take that obligation very, very seriously, because it really makes no sense for you to be wearing the letters that your founders helped to put forward, just so you can get out and prance. We don't need that. If you're a member of ASA, CSA, BSA, NAACP, whatever acronym you want to use, you have an obligation. When Dr. Coates, Elaine Johnson Coates, walked this campus as one of 7, who ended up being only 1, Dr. Johnson, Coates Johnson, that's why you have Johnson Hall. When she walked this campus alone and graduated, she made it possible for you all to be here. So you have an obligation. Am I making myself clear?
Yes, yes.
Very clear. Because if not, in 50 years, when you think your child will be able to walk this campus, maybe, maybe not. So don't take that chance. Because when we say, oh, we're our ancestors' best dream, and all the slogans you see on social media, don't say it if you're not going to be about it. Okay? Put your money where your texting is. And seriously, this is for all of us. I don't care if you're in the jazz club, if you're in the duck club, if you're in the eat club, whatever club you're in, be about the business of the club. And don't just get out there and say, I'm here for the moment, right? Because these commitments tend to be lifelong. NAACP, NCNW, certainly all of our sororities and fraternities, these are lifelong commitments. So we're here this evening to celebrate the hard work that you all have been doing. I'm so elated to have read these bios, to see the numerous pages that you all have submitted. And so we just want to lift each other up. And remember, Nyumburu is not just here for Wednesday for you to come and eat. We're also here for you to seek counseling, for you to seek advice, for you to get tutoring, or to find out more resources. Okay, so we expect that you will continue to visit us in and out of season, as we say in some of our houses of worship. So we hope that you'll celebrate this evening, celebrate each other, celebrate yourself, that's very important, and enjoy. So welcome.
Thank you, Dr. Saiki. Now I'd like to welcome Miss Melissa to announce the Sisterhood of Unity and Love Awards. Everyone give a round of applause.
All right. So I am one of the advisors for Sisterhood and Unity and Love. I'm not sure if there are folks in the audience today. Is there anyone here from Sisterhood and Unity and Love? Not today. Okay, well, we're going to make sure they get their awards, but I will go ahead and read Sisterhood of Unity and Love, Anaya Katalemwa, who is the Treasurer of Soul. We can clap it up. Monique James, who is the PR for Sisterhood of Unity and Love. Taramalua Taiwo, who is one of the program coordinators for Soul. Taiwo Amasore, who is the vice president of Soul. Michaela Teye. And Bassaret, who is the president of Soul.
Now I'd like to welcome Dr. Saiki to announce the winners for the Miss Unity Scholarship Pageant Awards.
Okay, great. Trinity, before you leave, we have one more thing for you really quickly before you tip out. Miss Trinity was our previous Miss Unity from 2025 to 2026. Right? 47th Miss Unity, absolutely. And then for this year, for the 48th annual Miss Unity, we have, and you all can hold your applause so we can move through. We have contestant Mofi Salarin. Yes? Okay. Kiana Davis, who was 4th runner-up. Jalen Burston, who is 3rd runner-up. 2nd runner-up was Ella Agwu. First runner-up was Miriam Towell Garcia. And Miss Unity for, first runner-up was Michaela Joplin. I'm sorry, Michaela, are you here? Is Michaela here? Okay. And then the Miss Unity for 2025-26 is Hadia Greer. I want to make sure that they get their certificates as well. Okay, turning it over to BMO.
All right, we're now going to call up Mr. Solomon Kamajan to announce NACPE and Media Initiative Awards.
Can we give it another round of applause for that lyrical food for thought that Dr. Psyche bestowed upon all of us? I mean, that's really important historical information that we should never, ever lose track of. Because the further you get away from campus after you graduate, trust me, that information and so much more is going to be extremely beneficial for you to carry with you, because you will be tested psychologically, emotionally, and otherwise by this unforgiving society that we often live in. And it's up to you and the next generation coming along to fight to make it a much, much better place for the next generation that follows behind. And so in those words, I want to say that the first certificates I'm going to give out are the most consistent participants of our media initiative. And keep in mind that from the end of chattel slavery in this country till the end of Reconstruction, there were no less, and it didn't stop there, but just to kind of give us perspective, there were no less than 200 independent black newspapers, all the way from the California Eagle to Amsterdam News. You know, we can even before Reconstruction, you know, we can talk about, you know, David Walker's Appeal to me, which was also a form of media, our factual propaganda that needed to get out there. It was liberation oriented. And so these students have been carrying on that bold, courageous, very, very important tradition. So I really want to give props. And also it says a lot that every single one of the participants that I name is a young woman, And so those you brothers that are in here, and maybe some of the women that are young women that may not know fully the history, black women have always been at the forefront. Even though they may not have been celebrated and put out, they were the ones that made it possible for Malcolm and Martin to negotiate their way at different places. They were doing the heavy lifting, the organizing, the vastly important organizing. And organizing is, and as an organizer, I've got 20 years under my belt, organizing is hard work. And black women have always, not just within this continent, but throughout the world. We can go throughout the African continent, throughout the Caribbean. We can talk about Claudia Jones from Trinidad. We can talk about, Ella Baker right here. I mean, throughout the world. So you black women who have done just such an amazing job, I want to salute you. And I'll start off by saying Dara Somerville, who's not here right now. Dara's not here. Props to her. Jolita Jacobs, who is not here, but she's one of the co-hosts. We host a bi-weekly podcast, and every other week we have a production meeting, and so the folks that I'm naming have played a significant role. They've been as consistent as you can imagine. Jasmine Farrell, who's here, come on up. This sister has been responsible for some of the great topics that we've explored throughout the year. Thank you. Christina Harbin, I know she's not here. Elizabeth Lucy, come on up. Good job. Only a freshman too, only a freshman. Yeah. Tiana Saki, she's not here, I know she's not here, but she'll get her. And I think that is it, right? So the next award or certificates I want to give out are the most consistent members, not the only, but the most consistent folks who have been involved in the Nyumburu African culture and political education workshops. And when I use the word African, I use that in me personally with my development, I use it interchangeably with black, because if you are black in here, you are of African ancestry, whether you're born in Southeast DC, Southwest Detroit, Compton, Farmville, Virginia, you are of African ancestry, right? And you can just ask Andre Nottingham, who does genealogy, he can tell you as much. We did a whole show on that. And I just want to mention our shows. We've had 3 of our shows now that have aired in New York City. They picked them up on YouTube and they have aired on BCAT Studios in Brooklyn, New York, in public access television. They have aired 3 of the programs. But the Nyumburu African Culture and Political Education Workshop, otherwise known as NACPE, carries on the tradition of free workshops. So if you are a freshman or sophomore or junior here and you're going to be here next year, I hope to see your face at least once a week. We do them twice a week, and it is the Black history and political education that you should have gotten in not just high school or college or middle, but going all the way back to middle school. It is that important, and when we delve into political education, it's not Democrat, Republican, it's not Green Party. It is the politics of your community. It's the politics of anything you can or cannot do in a society. So when you say you're not into politics, you're kind of like a zombie. You should be into politics, the politics of your community. And so first, I want to say we have a golden ID student. She's not here right now, but Teresa Williams. Props to her. Again, 2-time. Elizabeth, come on up. And Katrina Elaine Webster, come on up. Yes. And this sister, along with Teresa, is planning something really big for the fall semester, a huge event that comes out of the ideas that were derived from this program. And so when you're eating, you might want to ask her, but it is going to be a giant program, a huge galvanizing community-wide program that they're planning.
Stay tuned.
That's right. And honoree, where I recruited this student, I end on this, I recruited her in. She's like a little sister to me. Spends hours and hours in my office just asking for more and more information. She's a sponge for information and liberation, and she is part of this program, and that is Anissa. Come on. Yeah. No problem. With that, I turn it over to my good-looking colleague right here.
Let's give Mr. Solomon a round of applause.
Okay, next on the program, we're going to be announcing the Nyumburu Jazz Club Awards presented by Mr. Andre Nottingham.
All right, starting off with the Jazz Club, Danielle Harris. And next up is Sam Sussman. Next up is Layla Bellamy. All right, Layla's not here. And Genkachi Anarobi. And finally, Malcolm Bynum. If you haven't heard them play, they can get down. Yes. So continue to practice, continue to do well, and keep the music flowing.
Yes, and please, Jazz Club, come and see me later this week. I have something else for you, okay?
All right, we're now going to present the Newsbreak Awards, again by Mr. Andre Nottingham.
All right, the Newsbreak Award. We have Jesselyn Ajay. We have Jay Blackmore. Renee Boateng. Laura Charleston. We have Ms. Basseret Kabatson. Santamia Vitrell. Mohammed Salah. And Shepherd Southall.
All right, we're now going to move on to the next segment of awards, which is for the Gospel Happy Hour by Miss Melissa Carey. All right, give it up. So we've only had a couple of Gospel Happy Hours this year, but the ones that we have had, they couldn't have happened without these two folks who have been very integral in planning and hosting and helping in all areas. One is Jesselyn Ajay. Thank you so much. And of course, Bryant Reed. Thank you.
Now, I would like to introduce Mr. Andre Nottingham for the blessing of the food. Round of applause. Woo! Let's get high, guys. We're praying.
All right, good evening, everybody. After you bow your head in recognition of the higher being. Lord Heavenly Father, one, we'd like to thank you for the students, blessing them during the course of the year, delivering them to where they are at this point. We ask that you guide, protect them, and watch over them as they enter finals week and the conclusion of this spring semester of 2026 here. We ask that, Lord, you provide safe journeys to them as they return home and embark upon internships and other work experiences and other involvements that they may have this summer, and that they return to us here in fall. At this time, we'd like to thank those who prepared the meal. We would like to bless us for the nourishment of our bodies, minds, spirits. We ask this and all things in your name, Heavenly Father. Amen.
Amen.
All right, so we're gonna have you all line up, and we just gonna make sure, the same rule from Newsbreak, please make sure you keep in mind the folks behind you and don't talk.
Dr. Psyche. Give her a round of applause.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is another part of the excitement. We have individual and group awards. We're going to start this evening with the Julia Davidson Academic Achievement Award. This award is granted to two students who have exemplified a grade point average of 3.0 or above and have been involved in extracurricular activities here on campus. The two recipients have also achieved outstanding scholastic achievement. And the first of these recipients is Lauren Sigler. Lauren is described with a major mental crisis and has maintained a GPA of 3.8 throughout her ordeal. In addition to her many leadership activities, she's focused on helping others through raising medical awareness. As a recipient of the Dr. Julia Davidson Academic Achievement Award, She's aware of the ways in which the Nyumburu Cultural Center has enabled her to reap the benefit of the power of a strong community for those struggling through hardships. The second recipient is Shepherd Southall. Shepherd is an active member of Nyumburu Cultural Center, who's also a public health major, seeking to be a dentist for his career goals. In addition to time spent at the center, Shepherd has helped others around campus and will be doing even more this fall as he takes on the position of resident assistant and over the summer as an intern for a dental practice. Shepherd has consistently maintained a GPA well above a 3.0. Congratulations to everybody. The next award is named for Dr. Ulysses S. Glee. It's the Community Service Award. And this, the two recipients who have exemplified leadership and been involved in service to the community on and off campus. And the recipients of the two recipients of this award are Naomi Nicholas and Rilwan Johnson. Naomi? Okay, perfect. Yep. Okay. So we will have your award. Come on up. But we will have your award. Yes, so we will get it to you this week. Okay? Thank you very much. All right. The next award is the Rosa Parks Labor of Love Award. And there are 4 recipients. This is awarded to a student/volunteer who has been dedicated, loyal, and supportive of programmatic efforts and endeavors of Nyumburu Cultural Center. The first of the 4 is Trinity Alsop. These next 3 recipients have been quite vocal and have illustrated outstanding leadership in recent events. Anissa Casiedo, Mohammed Frida, Laura Charleston. These are the Rosa Parks Labor of Love Award. The next award is an organizational one, and it is the Pre-Professional Organization of the Year, and there are 2. The first of the 2 is the Black Pre-Law Association, with activities like Ready, Set, Resume, and Legal Networking Night, where they strive to give Black students at the University of Maryland an opportunity to meet and network with local attorneys, professors, law students, and other pre-law students. This program, among the many others that they do, are beneficial to our College Park students to expand their legal community. And the second recipient of the Pre-Professional Organization of the Year is the Black Engineers Society. With activities like financial literacy and freshman committee, paper airplane challenge, and so many more, we are very excited by the Black Engineer Society. Thank you very much, and congratulations to all of these most recent recipients. I want to point out that the next award is the most accomplished freshman of the academic year. Unfortunately, we don't have a recipient because no freshmen applied. So next year, and no one nominated a freshman. So next year, knowing that we have these awards, please look out for your fellow classmates and encourage them to apply. Okay. The next set of awards is for the Student Organization of the Year. This is awarded to 3 top-ranking student organizations making the most outstanding contributions, which is the first place, significant contributions, which is outstanding. First is most outstanding, second is outstanding, and third is significant contributions toward the enrichment of the academic and non-academic life of the University of Maryland. In this order, number 1, NAACP. Organization number 2, National Council of Negro Women. And number 3, SSLC, Student Success Leadership Congratulations to you all. Our next set of awards is given to our Greek letter organizations. And they are awarded to the 3 top-ranking Greek organizations that have demonstrated the most outstanding and significant public service contributions. Our first organization is the Eta Epsilon chapter of Zeta Phi Beta Sorority Incorporated. Our second organization is the Kappa Phi chapter of Delta Sigma Beta Sorority Incorporated. And our third organization is the Theta Theta chapter of Kappa Alpha Phi Fraternity Incorporated. And I need to just share really quickly that these organizations have done some outstanding programs. St. Jude's Walk, Reclaiming Spaces, a program on gentrification. Several have done mental health programming. Kappas have done some work, Love on Lock, to raise awareness about sexual assault prevention. And then also, they have done work on mental health and also masculinity. And the Zetas have done the same as well. So congratulations to you all for outstanding work you've done here on campus. Okay, our ninth set of awards is to our Nyumburu Top 10. These awards are given to sophomores, juniors, and seniors who will continue leadership roles in the upcoming year. And I'm going to call your name, and if you would come forward and get your award. Braylon Haynes, Sanaya Ford, Amaya Wilson, Jade Blackamore, Jody Irie, Brianna McGregor, Monique James, Van Nwoshu, Bonnie, Jesslyn Ajay, and Anaya Baker. Okay, and I should indicate and announce that Nyumburu awarded 2 awards at our recent all-campus award ceremony. The John B. Slaughter Outstanding Senior Award and the James Otis Williams Cultural Leadership Award. And the recipient of the John B. Slaughter Outstanding Senior Award is Devontae Boswell. And the recipient of the James Otis Williams Cultural Leadership Award is Madison Dare. And they received their awards at the ceremony on yesterday, right? Or Sunday, I think it was Sunday, yes. Okay, our 10th award is going to be issued by Miss Ann Reese Carswell. It's the If I Can Help Somebody Award, and I'm going to put her on speakerphone so she can make that award herself. Ms. Carswell?
Yes.
Okay, you're on.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hello.
Okay. Good evening, everyone. I'm sorry that I couldn't be there tonight. You know I would. This is the first award that I've missed. But I started this Ann Reese Carswell If I Can Help Someone Award a few years ago. And The recipient this year goes to a young lady. When school was closed, the Martin Luther King program, the Juneteenth Instagram, and helped me with a lot of my flyers, and especially Sunday, we was there till almost 2 o'clock actually it was Monday morning, working on the awards ceremony for tonight. So it goes to Santanya Matu, and also I give a $250 cash award. For me.
Okay, it looks like Tanya had to leave early, but we will make sure that she receives her award. Yes, yes.
All right, well, that's it for me, and thank you all for coming out.
Awesome, thank you. We will make sure that Tanya receives her award. Okay, the last award for the evening. The last 2 awards for the evening. The first is the Student of the Year Award. And this award is presented to a student for outstanding character, leadership, and scholastic achievement, with emphasis on qualities of leadership, demonstrated community leadership in an undergraduate student. The recipient of this year's award is Lauren Sigger. Yes. Okay. All right, and again, Lauren has done outstanding work in the community. All right, the last award is the Barack Obama Presidential Award, which is awarded to the president of a student organization on campus. This student is the president of the Maryland NAACP. They've demonstrated exceptional leadership, vision, and organizational impact, taking on the challenge of reactivating an inactive chapter. They restored the organization back into national compliance while building a strong reputation and engaged presence on campus. The student has also been very active in taking the initiative and advocating for the reassessment and expansion of the 25 student demands list created in 2020. If you don't know that 25 student demands, you should Google that. Following the death of Lieutenant Richard Collins III, in which they were recognized by Bowie State and the University of Maryland Social Justice Alliance and the UMD School of Public Health for their efforts. They've also cultivated relationships with peer institutions, including Bowie State, Towson, Morgan, Coppin, Howard, you name it. And they effectively managed a 14-member executive board while coordinating programming, service initiatives, and advocacy efforts. They've done so much. Their leadership style emphasizes accountability, community building, and empowerment while making a lasting impact on the campus community and their organization. And this year's recipient is Madison Vick. All right, that concludes this evening's award ceremony. We want to again give all the recipients a wonderful round of applause. And again, don't forget, next year you can always nominate someone, or yourself actually, for any of these awards, given your active contributions to Nyumburu and the university community. You all have a great end of the semester, do well on your finals, and all the best. Thank you.